Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I got a lot of great feedback from my last book review, and so I thought about doing a second one. Now, this one is a Mark Manson's The Subtle Art. I'm not gonna read the entire title out of avoiding profanity in this video. However, I do recommend it. It's a great read, and there's even a second part to it. I'm not going to do a review on this one today. I think I'll put them into separate videos just to avoid the video being too long. So what I love about this book is that the author, Mark Manson, was so clever that he actually used profanity as a way of tricking the reader into reading a book about values. A lot of people actually just bought the book because of the title. However, it is really about finding what is truly important to you and letting go of the rest. He encourages people to limit their exposure to mindless distractions such as social media or TV. It's about finding other things to give meaning to your life besides social media and the internet. If you're spending a lot of time worrying about things that you have no control over or being affected by things you see online, there's a good chance that your values in life might be misplaced. And this is especially for people who are heavily influenced by things they see on the internet, the way other people live their lifestyles, following in those footsteps and just trying to be like that, identifying that as the only success in life. As of recently, I've been encouraging a lot of positive thinking. And while this is a healthy habit to develop, it only works to an extent, and it's only effective if you're also able to face your own faults and your fears. We need to be brutally honest with ourselves about our shortcomings and accept the much needed reality check about our own personal issues and expectations. Now, don't get me wrong, it takes a lot of courage to have a bold confrontation with yourself and to admit your faults, your uncertainties and insecurities, and to be able to accept the truth without all the sugarcoating and spoon feeding that we typically get in a lot of self-help books. Now, a lot of people have a difficult time in being honest with themselves and accepting their weaknesses. I've also been there, becoming defensive when someone tells you about something you need to work on or where you went wrong, and thinking that you're always right and you don't make mistakes. But becoming defensive and angry only makes it that much more difficult to accept reality. It only really affects your own progress in life, and sometimes it can mess up relationships with people in your life. This is a quote from the book. Mark writes that not everyone can be extraordinary. There are winners and losers in society, and some of it is not fair or your fault. He says once we embrace our fears, faults, and uncertainties, once we stop running from and avoiding and start confronting the painful truths, only then we can be able to find the courage and confidence we desperately seek in life. So instead of aiming for an unattainable and perfect life that is free of problems, the author suggests asking the question, what problem do you want to have? I personally like to apply the idea of choosing what is worth the struggle in your life. Now, we all have challenges to face in life, whether we like it or not. But what is worth it to you, and why is it worth it? Instead of trying to get rid of a problem or avoid it, why not think about the problems that you're willing to sacrifice for, the problems that you're willing to work for? Mark refers to the self-help books as the French fries and soda version of personal growth. It's really good and easy to consume, but there's an inherently painful and difficult struggle as part of growth. This is a good way to describe people who find feel-good stuff to distract themselves with, ways to just kind of cover the pain and the truth of what is causing challenges in their life. But it's critical to know when you're in denial and you are not facing your problems head on. Another quote that I highlighted was where the author states that this is not some guide to greatness. It couldn't be, because greatness is merely an illusion in our minds, a made-up destination that we obligate ourselves to pursue, our own psychological Atlantis. However, I find it ironic because it is a book about greatness and hope. In fact, how I see it is that there is greatness in accepting our own beauty despite the complications that we experience, despite the falls that we face in life. So the greatness is in finding that strength, in finding that resilience after facing your challenges head on. But it can only be considered greatness if you have the strength to face those challenges head on and fight through those issues. This is truly an inspiring book about values and purpose, and as they've described it in some of the interviews, it is just a book disguised in the vulgarity of multiple F-bombs and reality slaps. There's no sugarcoating, there's no sprinkles to make it sound nice and easy to accept. But when I finished reading it, it was like a weight was lifted off my shoulders. It was like a free feeling of being better able to accept the reality of certain situations without allowing it to worry me so much. I definitely recommend reading it if you want to end all personal suffering and need to understand why that is impossible. If you need to build self-awareness around the lifestyle that will make you happy in the long term. If you need to reduce your level of stress and anxiety around your personal performance and goals in life. And finally, to understand why sometimes we worry too much about problems that don't matter, yet we don't concern ourselves enough with the problems that really do matter in life. A lot of the time, we tend to give more attention and pay more attention to things that don't really matter, and we end up neglecting the things that really matter in life. Mark Manson says we are no longer facing a material crisis. We have plenty of resources, TV, clothes, and goods that we don't need. However, personally, I'm not sure how much of that will change with the state of the economy right now. But he says that the problem we face is existential and spiritual. We have so much stuff and so many opportunities that we just don't know what to care about anymore. And I'll leave you with a last quote from the book. It says, learning how to focus and prioritize your thoughts effectively based on finely honed personal values is perhaps the greatest and most important struggle in life. So if you enjoyed this book review and you like those tips and you think that this is something you need to work on, then I definitely recommend it. And unless you're perfect, then you can definitely benefit from something in this book. If you already own a copy of the book and you've read it, feel free to share your thoughts on it as well. Encourage someone else to read it. And look out for the review on the second one, which I will do soon. Thank you for watching and for your continued support. Feel free to share your thoughts and feedback. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you know when a new video is posted. And remember, you can go the distance.